Welcome to the Dales Way, one of England's most picturesque long-distance walking trails, stretching 80 miles from Ilkley in West Yorkshire to Bowness on Windermere in the Lake District. This journey offers breathtaking landscapes, charming villages and a true taste of the English countryside. Whether you're an experienced hiker or just looking for a peaceful escape, the Dales Way has something for everyone. So lace up your boots, grab your backpack and join me as we explore the beautiful and tranquility of this incredible trail. Let's get started. Good morning. It is 6:34. It's day 3 on the Dales Way. I'm going to get up, get dressed. I'm going to go have some breakfast, and then I'm going to get the tent down. It is quite windy. I'd not been in bed long last night when the wind picked up a little, but the tent seems to have stayed up even with the dodgy pegging, so yeah, I'll crack on, get packed up and then head off. And today heading to Dent. So last night when I got here I couldn't really see a great deal, but the clouds come in, some grey looking clouds. Looks as though it's going to be cooler unless this shifts early on. It's yeah, not the same as the last 2 days, but yeah, this is where I stayed, just camping outside the nature barn here at Nethergill Farm. I'm going to go in and make myself a hot chocolate, have some breakfast. It's an honesty box in there. I don't think I'm going to be taking any of the flapjack, but yeah, I'll crack on. And I'm on the move. There's a lot more cloud today. I had a quick look at the weather forecast before I set off and it says it's going to remain fine, although to be honest I wouldn't mind a quick short shower, just to freshen things up a bit after the last few days and might soften the ground. Yeah, a couple of the tent pegs did come out last night, but the tent stayed up, so it wasn't too bad. Still a bit blustery. Made putting the tent away a bit fun, but all packed up, on the move, yeah. Heading towards Dent. See the road, the track in the distance, heading up and over there. It's about 15-16 miles today, so not as far as yesterday. Ooh, my pace has really dropped this morning. I do have a very large blister on my right foot. I've packed it as best I can. I'm going to keep going. Looking forward, hopefully lunchtime-ish, be in view of Riverbed, somewhere that I'm quite familiar with, having been quite a few times, and also been able to see the Yorkshire Three Peaks as well, which again is something I'm very familiar with, having walked it quite a few times now. Be nice to get off this road onto something a bit softer underfoot. Don't mind road walking, you can rack up the miles quite easily usually, but I tend to find that it's a bit of a breaker with the blisters, especially when it's uneven and quite pebbly. We'll see. Doesn't look as though I'll be leaving it for a while yet. but see how we get on. I think the locals would wish that we could have a bit of flooding at the moment. There's not much rain been around the last few days and weeks, and there's none forecast either. But yeah, Ottershaw demonstration area, a proactive approach to reducing flooding. Yesterday, any stream that I came to was dried up, but there's been a couple so far today. I'm only about 2 miles in, but yeah, I've seen a couple of streams. So if I do need to filter any water, hopefully I should be okay. But yeah, keeping on going. I think in the distance, in amongst some of the cloud, I think that might be Whernside. I know it can't be too far in the distance now. Time for a water break. Done a couple of miles so far this morning, and I have now passed the 40-mile mark, so I thought I'd celebrate with 5 minutes stop and take on some water. Still quite a lot of cloud around. It seems to be setting. Not sure if it's going to pass or not, but it does mean it's a lot cooler today. I'll be quite happy if it stays like this. One thing I have noticed, and I'll try and put a picture in, there's some massive caterpillars around, big furry caterpillars. I'll put a picture in and you'll be able to have a look. I've managed about 4 miles so far this morning. I've stopped again. Didn't quite realise how much yesterday had taken out of me. The distance and the heat really did kill me. Starting to walk through the soreness for the blister, but I'm just going to take it steady today. If it's 7, 8 o'clock by the time I get to Dent, I don't really mind, not in a rush, but looking forward to getting a nice warm shower and possibly a pint in Dent. And just having a look now across the valley to have a rest. I think first peak in front of me is Pen-y-ghent, and then just hidden away in the cloud, top of Ingleborough. So I just went wrong slightly, but I'm back on track. Ended up going up quite a steep incline, but hopefully now it's downhill for quite a way, heading down towards Riverbed. Can't see the viaduct as yet, but it's there somewhere. I think it might be just round this corner, but when it comes into view I'll get a picture. So we can see in the distance there Riverbed, which means that to the right is Whernside. Straight ahead of me is Ingleborough, and then across this way we've got Pen-y-ghent. And because I can see it, it means I'm past the halfway point. I'm going to have a quick water break and carry on. This road's a bit of a killer on the Blister, but hopefully we turn off to the right, not far along this road, and head off. Hopefully it's going to be grassland. Coming down now, heading up towards the main road. It's the Hawes to Riverbed road, but basically across that, I think there's a farm the other side where we cut through. But I think this is the River Ribble. Maybe not, but whatever it is, it's very dried up. It's not really a river anymore, is it? It's a riverbed. There's nothing flowing, it's just the occasional puddle. So yeah, not sure how it affects all these sheep, the lack of water out here. There's a couple in the riverbed. Not going to be much to drink from out here. I imagine the farmers are going to have to start and bring some water pots out and give them a drink. I'm going to stop for lunch shortly, or an extended break, take on some more water, have a breather before pushing on up that hill. So I thought this would make a nice little spot for a 10-15 minute stop before I get out onto the main road. It is getting warmer. I think I'll be taking my top off before I carry on. I'll just be down to my t-shirt. Yeah, over there in the distance, that's Pen-y-ghent. Over to the right is Ingleborough. Can't see Whernside from here. It's the other side of the wall. Tell you something though, I'd really like an honesty box round about now. Nice cold drink, some extra food. Don't know if the camera will pick up the wind noise, but it's quite blustery up here. Heading towards Dent Head. I think that's where I crossed the railway line to the other end of the tunnel for the trains coming from Riverbed. When they're coming from Riverbed, they pass through quite a long tunnel and come out before Dent station. Hopefully not going anywhere near Dent station, because Dent station is actually 4 miles from Dent itself, and is slightly off route for today. But Dent station is the highest railway station in England, so it is a shame that missing it for that, but it is a bit of a detour, and I'm not having a good day. So I'm back on a road. It's slightly better tarmacked, so not like the roads I've been walking on, but I think a good chunk of the rest of today now is on the road. I think there's a few bits where you cut a few corners, but mainly it's the road now to Dent. I have just seen the railway line. It's just down in this valley, so I'll be crossing over that, another two. If you can see, just in the distance there, there's a bridge, Viaduct. Dent is the other side of the line, so still got probably another 6 miles to do today, something like that, maybe a little more, so I better keep moving because this afternoon, and I want to be able to put the tent up in sunlight. Don't want to be rushing like I was yesterday. We have some black sheep. It's a couple. Don't think these sheep are your standard breed of sheep that I've seen for most of the walk. They look a mixture of grey and black. So there's a couple of all black lambs. Does it taste the same? Lamb. Whether it's from a black wool sheep or a white wool sheep. Guess I'll never know. Don't eat lamb. I'm less than 4 miles from Dent. It's 5 o'clock, so I'm probably not going to get there till about 7. I'm debating whether to go to the pub first to get some food or put the tent up, because you have to pass the pub to get to the campsite. But I'm doing this from this little meadow that I've come across. It's quite nice. Just come past one pub, the Sportsman Inn, and it was closed. It doesn't open till 6. But luckily the landlord was sat outside waxing his boots, and he filled my water bottle up for me. But the stream has got hardly any water in it. It's not flowing very well at all, so I don't really fancy filling it up from there. But yeah, he's filled my water bottle up, and that should see me through now until I get to Dent, which hopefully should be before 7 o'clock. See you in a bit. I wonder how many people actually come here to post anything. But yeah, if you have a look, VR Queen Victorian postbox in the middle of nowhere. I think the footpath heads across the field. So I am just outside Dent. So we've come all the way up. I started there today, Oughtershaw, well just outside. I've come all the way up, and just at Dent itself, the village is just off the Dales way, so I'm going to head there now and get something to eat before I find the campsite, get set up for the night. Here we go, Dent, home for the night, I hope. Let's go find the pub. I believe there's 2. What I will look out for is somewhere to have breakfast in the morning, because I have to come back through the centre of the village on my way back down to the footpath just there where the board was. So stopped off in the pub, had a pizza, a couple of drinks, come down to the campsite, and there's nobody around. The reception's closed and it is deathly quiet, so I'm just going to pitch up one of the spots closest to the amenities, but to one side out of the way, and then sort it out in the morning, or I might have even gone before anybody realises. But yeah, end of day 3 in Dent. Another 15-16 miles. I'll have to have a look on the phone, but the battery died as I was on my way into Dent, so but yeah, it's probably 16 miles today that I've covered. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you tomorrow.